Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, so I gotta hit those. No problem. Perfect. All right.
I'll be in the audience if you need anything. Here's your next one.
Commissioner Calvi, come on up. Sean Dolan, come on up, please. John DeLeva, please. Captain Martin Dave, come on up. Bokul, please come on up. Amanda, come on up. I think we got everybody. Yeah. There we go.
Sorry, you should be searching my name on Google.
Northern.
Beth Ward. How are you? Great. Hey, how about them beers? You picked the right quarterback. That was a great picture in the paper.
Yeah,
just said you
I was
know.
surprised.
We got enough room here or that's right. Okay.
Tenant number 13.
Yeah.
Where is Nate? Nate coming?
No, Sean Dolan's going to represent that. Molly, let me just wait for Molly. All right, Mike, if you don't mind. Hi, Claire, how are you? Good. We're going to just give it a second. I just want to make sure we got everybody here. Tommy and Pete, thanks for being here too. I know you're in the logistics and nuts and bolts in the back there. So I'll open it up and frame it. I'll turn it over to Chris Signoli to do the logistics, and then I'll turn it over to Captain Martin. Captain Martin's going to do on the traffic, and then I'll have Sean Dolan from Mass Mutual Center, and then I'll have Beth Ward, MGM, John DeLeva on the enshrinement things. I think we have everybody on the major things. And take any Bokul on the parking. And Amanda's here if there's any questions on City Hall. It's a great weekend for the city. We've handled them many, many times, and people need to be patient, and we'll go from there. Hey, Sarge.
Don't forget last year at Enshrinement Town we had Bill Barr at MGM.
That's right.
So, I don't know, it was a sellout, right? So
Hey,
old
Kev,
hat
how
for
are
some
you?
people in the room, right?
Hey, Rank. You're back now, huh? Okay. Molly, anybody from the Republican? Then they say, well, we didn't know about this. We're trying to get all the information out to everybody.
Yeah. Well, Jim
Well,
Kenny did a story yesterday.
Yeah,
so
and then, when you go to other big cities, and hi, Judy, and when big events are going on, you just don't walk right in there, so. Georgie, on your end, what do we need on your end? You're good, and then with Director Signoli, you'll walk him through if we have to? Okay. Okay. Mike, Kev, you guys good? Okay, hey, thank you very much for being here today. We have another big weekend here in the city of Springfield with national and worldwide events. Obviously, the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, one and only in the world, and John DeLeva is here. The enshrinement, and again, the enshrinement had to be moved due to the Olympics that were held in France. And then we have the opening weekend for our beloved Springfield Thunderbirds. The T-Birds are in the house, and they open up Saturday night, and they have a Sunday afternoon game too. So that means downtown will once again be bustling with activity. It's great music sound to my ears because there's going to be hotels, rooms that are going to be filled, and a lot of our establishments are going to be packed, and we love that. But logistics comes into play. The city of Springfield is well known for a lot of the big events that we've done and how people come down, the traffic flow, the parking availability, and we wanted to make sure we got that out to each and every one of you. We thank you for your patience and understanding, But it's great to have these big events here in the city of Springfield. And soon you'll have a new Civic Center garage, or Matt, the garage will be built. We're hopeful that it'll open up late holidays or maybe by early next year. Court Square will be completed. The exterior of it, or to park by this fall or so, and you'll have parking spots there. So things are moving along. But in the meantime, we want to make sure that we put on another world-class event with the Basketball Hall of Fame Enshrinement. John DeLee will be speaking about that. You have some great notable names that are going to come into our hallowed hall. And then, of course, our beloved T-Birds, which, again, has been sellouts after sellouts after sellouts, and I would assume, or I'd probably make book, that'll be a sellout Saturday night for that home opener. I'll see you there. And Sunday's an afternoon game, too. So with that, let me introduce some of the officials that are with me that will be speaking. As I indicated before, John DeLee will speak on behalf of the Basketball Hall of Fame. On behalf of representing Police Superintendent Larry Akers will be Captain David Martin, and this goes on the traffic flow, and the other brave and dedicated men and women in blue. Fire Commissioner B.J. Calvey is here. Bo Cool from Springfield Parking Authority Executive Director will be speaking on the parking amenities. Beth Ward is here. MGM has been a great partner, and again, their garage is utilized a lot on that. Sean Dolan will speak on behalf of the Mass Mutual Center, and I think that does it. Chris Signoli, yeah, he's going to be the key guy. He'll tell you about traffic flow. My DPW director will come up first to speak, and we have other team members that are here if any questions should arise. So with that, let me bring up DPW Director Chris Signoli on how the traffic flow will work, and then we'll have Police Captain Dave Martin come up on traffic flow and logistics on that, and then we'll go on with the other speakers. So, DPW Director Chris Signoli. Chris?
Mayor, thank you. As you can see on the screens here, the first screenshot that we have is basically the logistics plan for the weekend. Load-in is happening now at the rear of Symphony Hall. You can see that happen. Friday, work will begin with more work closing down the horseshoe here. But the main activities will happen at midnight Saturday into Sunday, where Court Square will be closed, City Hall Place, Pinchin Street, and development will happen of the ancillary work that needs to be done by the Hall of Fame and NBA security along East Columbus Avenue. So that's going to be starting basically at midnight on Saturday into Sunday. Well, let's see if I can get this back. As you can see here, this map, you know, we are here to talk about parking and making sure people can move around the city. There is more than adequate parking throughout the downtown area for events. So what we want to be able to do is highlight to everybody, while everybody likes to park at MGM, there are other places to park throughout the city that will get you back and forth to all of the events that are going to be happening in the city. As I mentioned, on starting at midnight, Court Street, City Hall Place and Pinchin Street will be closed. And along East Columbus Avenue, NBA Hall of Fame, NBA security will be building the red carpet. The red carpet event that is referred to is the pre-events from the enshrinement will be happening at the Tower Square. The red carpet event is the VIPs and people associated with the event will be walking down East Columbus Avenue in a protected red carpet area. During that period of time, from roughly, the red carpet time is basically 5 to 6, between 4:30 and 6:30 plus or minus, East Columbus Avenue will be closed. And it will be closed from State Street to Boland Way during that time to facilitate everybody getting through that area with regard to the VIPs and getting everybody into Symphony Hall. Once the event, the enshrinement event starts, tear down will happen through the NBA with all of the activities on East Columbus, and East Columbus Avenue will be opened up again. So basically we're talking about 2 hours of that roadway being closed. Bolin Way will also be closed for a short period of time, for about 2 hours as well, as all of the VIPs that we mentioned that are on the red carpet will be coming from Tower Square, crossing the street. So that will be closed by the DPW and the police as well. So when we mentioned that East Columbus Avenue will be closed, if you are on East Columbus coming out, either driving on East Columbus or coming out of the MGM garage, you will be able to get on 91 North. That will be accessible, but if you want to, if you're not going on 91 North, you will have to take a left or a right as shown on this map. We have a little arrow there that goes into State Street, or excuse me, into East Columbus Avenue, as there will be people associated with the event that will need to get through there that will be controlled by NBA security at that location. We do know that the timing of this is approximately when everybody's getting out of the Thunderbirds game. Thunderbirds also have a family skate after, so we know that there will be people coming out, whether they're coming out of MGM or they're coming out of any other parking lot in the area. There will be variable message signs placed on East Columbus Avenue, which will be Friday, David? They're out there now. They're out there now, okay. I knew they were going to be put out early, and then notifying everybody that's coming, that's going to be there on Sunday, that the road will be closed. So from a parking and traffic, once the event is over, as I mentioned, or once the event starts inside, they will start to tear down everything on East Columbus. Court Square will remain closed, most likely at least until midnight on Sunday into Monday, as all the tear down happens, and then that will be reopened. Monday is a holiday. City Hall is closed, so we won't have a lot of people in the downtown area, especially work related with City Hall. So that will be open early Monday morning for the event, and then we will be back in business. The plan that we put together has, we've gone back and forth with obviously the NBA and the Hall of Fame, but also is put together with Springfield Police, the Parking Authority, MGM, so that everybody knows what's going on. We do know a lot of people go to the Thunderbird game, park in the MGM garage, and we want to make sure we can efficiently get them out and get them moving throughout the city back to their home if they're leaving the city. So this plan has been publicized. We think it's going to work. We've done this a number of times in the past few years where there's been virtually no issues with regard to traffic. So all we're hoping is that everybody follows the direction of the signs and direction from the police that are going to be out there. There's going to be a lot of police. So with that, I will turn it back over to the mayor.
Thank you, Chris, very much. Thank you, Director Signoli, and again, to all my city departments, too, and my chief of staff, Billy Baker, and Tom Ash, Facilities and Parks Executive Director. Many coordinated meetings have been held with the NBA officials and John DeLiva and all the parties, police and fire and parking, to make sure that once again this another big weekend in the city of Springfield goes very, very well. That Saturday evening also at the Sheridan for Italian Heritage Month, we have the Italian American Gala dinner also going on. So a big weekend, and then we just again urge everybody their patience and understanding. But again, this especially with the enshrinement and T-Birds continues to put Springfield on the map. Now on the public safety perspective, or police perspective, and traffic flow perspective, Captain David Martin is here to represent Police Superintendent Larry Akers, who is handling another situation, and also Captain Toledo is here, Lieutenant Brian Aylett is here, Lieutenant Derek Cook, and I deeply appreciate their efforts. But Captain Martin will address the police proactive activities. Captain Martin.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Director Signoli. On behalf of Lieutenant Derek Cook and Captain Toledo, Sergeant Virouette, they were all crucial in putting this plan together for the traffic and pedestrian safety. So as you know, with Mass Mutual Center open, there's going to be a lot of pedestrians coming from there and working their way back over to the MGM garage. So we put on additional patrols along with the Sheriff's Department. So what you're going to see, due to the road closures, you're going to see additional officers out on the street making sure everyone can get through these major intersections safely. The Command post will be down on Dwight Street at the Metro office, and that will be staffed by Sergeant Virouette. So he's going to be working all our communications for this event. And as you can see with the map when he pulled it up, you can see that one of the biggest issues that we're going to be facing is down on State and East Columbus. When the MGM garage lets out, there's a lot of traffic flow that goes into that intersection, while at the same time, the northbound on East Columbus is going to be closed off. So we're going to have officers at that intersection along over on West Columbus to make sure we can get everybody in and out of there as safely as possible. So what we're asking from the public, I know it gets a little confusing, a little frustrating sometimes when you're down there, but we're asking for the public just to show some patience, and we're going to get you out as safely as possible. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Appreciate that. We'll now move on the parking aspects, and the Executive Director of the Springfield Parking Authority, Bokul, is here. Bokul, if you can address the availability of parking for all our patrons coming down for all these exciting events.
Morning. Thank you, Mayor. Everyone is so familiar with the MGM garage during events. They want to go there because it's free, it's accessible, and it's convenient. But you should know that we have plenty of other parking facilities along the East Columbus Serviceway. 1620 East Columbus is South Garage, that's open and staffed. A block north, 1870 East Columbus South North Garage, that's also open. Our staff and management will be present, security will be present. Events are $10 to park, easily able to get in and off the highway. So we encourage you to use our facilities if you don't want to wait too long to get in and out of the MGM garage. I know that's always been a challenge for some of you. So we're here to help. Anything you need, parking authority is available. So thank you.
Thank you, Bokul. Thank you very much. It's a very affordable price, again, and when you go to big events and other cities down, you know what the parking prices are for those. They're exorbitant at times. So please utilize those parking areas. And then speaking of that, I will bring up Sean Dolan, the General Manager of the Mass Mutual Center, who's done a really tremendous job to give you an overview of the events that are occurring this weekend, especially at the Mass Mutual Center. Sean?
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the incredible team at the Mass Mutual Center, I'm very excited to be here today. I'm excited to welcome back our great partners, the Springfield Thunderbirds, this weekend for opening weekend. Anticipating a sellout on Saturday and Sunday, anticipating something close to that. So grand scheme, this is what it's all about. That's why we're here, to drive this economic impact, to bring people to Springfield, to showcase our city. So extremely excited for this weekend. Again, we'll show everybody what the city has to offer, and that's why we've been so successful over the past few years. There's a great team, the mayor and behind the mayor making this plan possibility, and can't wait to see it executed. And again, encourage everybody, come down, enjoy Springfield, see what the city has to offer this weekend. It's a great kickstart to a incredible Thunderbird season, and so much that the building has to offer for another extremely exciting run of shows and events at the building. Excited to welcome John and the Hall of Fame back to the Mass Mutual Center on December 21st for the Hall of Fame Classic. And again, the most important thing to take out of today is it's great for the city, it's great for the region, and I'm looking forward to the Mass Mutual Center's part in that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean. And then before we close with John DeLeva on the worldwide, which will be Watch Worldwide, the Basketball Hall of Fame Enshrinement, I'm going to bring up Beth Ward on MGM. They've been a great partner, and I know many people not only have fun at what they have to offer, but utilize the parking structure that they have there. So we'll have Beth Ward come up on behalf of MGM. Beth?
Thank you, Mayor Sarno. What a great challenge to have, right? I mean, thousands of people coming to downtown Springfield, and has been noted, we know everybody's going to park in the MGM Springfield garage, or a lot of people, as many as we can fit. And as has been noted, there are many other options to take advantage of in downtown Springfield. So we just want to, again, as Mayor Sarno said, just urge a little patience. 3,400 parking spots in MGM Springfield garage. If you're all leaving at the same time, might have to wait a little bit. So we would encourage you, hey, maybe come into the casino, have some food, have a drink, relax a little bit. But again, all great challenges to have with such an exciting weekend, the Thunderbirds Saturday night. We are ready. We have all hands on deck throughout the entire weekend. We have extended hours in a lot of our restaurants and bars and lounges to accommodate. We have specials running throughout property. We know it's going to be crowded, and we are ready. So just want to say thank you. It's been, again, this year, the planning that goes underway, that goes months and months of getting everything ready for this, and we're just happy to be able to work together hand in hand with the Hall of Fame as well, and we're excited. We're ready. So come on down to MGM Springfield and to the city of Springfield, as Sean Dolan noted from the Mass Mutual Center. What a great economic boost to the city, and we're very proud to be a part of that. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now I'm going to bring up John DeLeva, the Basketball Hall of Fame. Again, this is a worldwide event that occurs here in the city of Springfield, and we're very proud to have it here. And John will speak of all the festivities that are going on, and I'm sure that he'll give you even more things that you can participate in. John DeLeva.
Great. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the invitation to be here. Thank you all for, especially your infrastructure and your leadership with the infrastructure. Well, we have a big announcement today and a couple of events crisscrossing this kind of planning by Director Signoli and representation from the police department and public safety and fire and emergency services. This happens every year to this level, and in fact, they're kind of used to it. They do a great job. We appreciate especially the heavy detail this year on pulling many events together. Talking a little bit about the Hall of Fame and our enshrinement ceremony, we have 1,600 guests that will be coming, descending upon Symphony Hall on that Sunday afternoon. We've got millions more viewing around the world, as the mayor says, on NBA TV. And we have an economic impact. Our direct spending, along with our partners that are producing this in the city of Springfield, basically draw about a 500-foot circle around this spot right here, $2.6 million. All of the hotels are sold out, including the Hilton Garden Inn, MGM, Sheraton, Marriott. We're having our party at the Marriott. And this red carpet that's coming down East Columbus, that's an opportunity for the public to come out and watch the Hall of Famers as they descend from the party into Symphony Hall. We've got, I think we've got 58 returning Hall of Famers and a class of 13, so and a couple of those are deceased. So we got about 70 Hall of Famers that'll be in town for Sunday walking the red carpet. So it's a great afternoon to come out. We've got the SciTech Band will be leading the red carpet, kind of they'll lead the parade. They will then be stationed on the red carpet. We've got 3 or 4 community groups that are coming out as our guests. All of those young people will be going into Symphony Hall for the ceremony as our guests. We're excited about that. Some other activities we have happening at the Hall of Fame at 1 o'clock on Sunday. We have a Superfans celebration. We've got a gallery called Superfans. And this year we've got 2 Superfans that are coming up to be honored, Spike Lee and Billy Crystal, at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So that should be kind of fun. As I said, the Walk of Fame, 4:45 to about 5:45. Get everybody in I know Greg here would like to get everybody into the Symphony Hall by 6 o'clock for sure. So I talked about the folks that'll be here. Also, I think Sean did a great job mentioning a couple of other upcoming events. December 21st, UMass versus Arizona State and URI versus Temple at the Mass Mutual Center. We've got a great partnership with some community groups downtown, the Mass Mutual Center, the CVB, the BID, that are all coming together and really promoting this game nicely. And also, of course, in January, our Hoop Ball Classic returns, and as big as that is, we've added about another 30 to 35% more teams this year. So trying to find a hotel in this area on Martin Luther King weekend, which frankly would be a very dead weekend in most places. We are filling hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of hotel rooms around the Martin Luther King weekend. And as you know, the Hoop Ball Classic, we have the best players from around the country at the high school level. I think the stats are that 13 of the last 15 #1 draft choices in the NBA have come through Springfield, played in Hoop Ball Classic, and toured the Basketball Hall of Fame. So they have a context for what the Hall of Fame is all about, even at that young age. So with that, I just want to, again, thank the mayor, your leadership, the infrastructure, the police department, the fire department, emergency services, especially DPW. I didn't know there was that much science going into a road closure, but clearly all the work has been done, and we really appreciate it. This is how we make an impression on the basketball community, whether it's Adam Silver, whether it's a future Hall of Famer, a current player, whether it's returning Hall of Famers or the class of 2024. This is their home here in Springfield at the Hall of Fame, and I appreciate the fact that everybody in the whole community puts their best foot forward to make it a very welcoming and great experience. So with that, thank you. I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, John. Geez, John, I never know. Chris, I'm going to have to call you a scientist now.
Doctor.
Huh?
It's
Doctor,
doctor.
yeah, doctor. We're doctors of scatology. Yeah. People know what that is.
If I could just say, Greg, people can come up to the red carpet. I mean, that's an open ceremony for people to come on to East Columbus, up to the public, and watch that. Yeah.
And the weather's supposed to be, we appreciate your meteorologist, the weather's supposed to be good, too. So I don't know if you have any questions or comments. All the specialists are here. We're geared up for another big weekend in downtown Springfield, where we'll have really tens of thousands of people coming here from all over, including worldwide, coming here for the enshrinement, T-Birds, other activities we have going downtown. So we just ask you again to be patient and understanding, but this is what happens when you have big events. You go to other cities which are sometimes larger than us. We're drawing these events here, and when you go to those events in other places, you have to be patient. So traffic flows will change, but there'll be plenty of markings out there, plus our brave and dedicated men and women in blue will be out there. Parking areas are available, whether it's MGM or the Springfield Parking Authority. There's a lot of availability there. There'll be a number of events that you can publicly take place going on, whether it's the enshrinement or the T-Birds. I know the pre-gaming will be at the MGM Plaza. So there's a lot of good stuff going on in the city of Springfield, but we wanted to make you aware, to be patient and understanding when you're traversing traffic-wise down here. There'll be plenty of people down here for hospitality, and be patient when you're leaving any of the parking structures. So with that, if there's any questions or comments, the specialists are here to address any. Okay. Hearing none, mimosas for everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
so much.
Thank you.